Good morning, Northwest. Hope your Monday morning's off to a great start. Thanks so much for starting it with us. I'm Mike Gonzalez.
And I'm Colleen O'Brien in for Kalai Chalk. Could you hear the birds chirping in the back of
Yes,
Eric's?
I know. It's so nice.
It just makes you feel like spring is here. We're going to have temperatures in the 70s today. Mark Peterson, life is good.
You know, it is good. So here's the deal. I'm playing darts.
All right, Mark, thanks so much. From our North Idaho newsroom this morning, jurors in Kootenai County will resume deliberations this morning in a malicious harassment criminal case.
The trial stems from an altercation between Kenneth Requena and three brothers last August. Court documents show that Ira, William, and Frank Tankovich drove past the Hispanic family's home in their swastika-adorned truck, yelling racial slurs. Requena ran inside and claims he grabbed a gun to protect his family. The men returned with a gun and a pit bull before police showed up.
Hopefully that they get a guilty verdict just for the, mere fact of what they would have done to me.
The jury did not reach a verdict last week and will meet again at 8:30 this morning. A verdict will likely be reached sometime today. Spokane police are investigating a driver who struck a child in Spokane Valley.
The boy was riding his tricycle at the corner of 14th and Lloyd. This morning, county prosecutors will begin looking at the case against a Spokane County Sheriff's deputy that was arrested for suspicion of DUI.
Sheriff's Deputy Darren Sham was pulled over early Friday morning by a Spokane Valley police officer near Broadway and McDonald. The officer suspected him of driving under the influence of alcohol and placed him under arrest. Because Sham is a sheriff's deputy, the Washington State Patrol is handling this investigation. A North Idaho man did not survive injuries sustained in an early morning crash. The Idaho State Police say Daryl Zinn lost control of his motorcycle Sunday morning along Silver Valley Road and crashed into a Department of Transportation vehicle parked along the side of the road. Zinn was transported to Kootenai Medical Center, but later died.
Thousands of people took to the streets of Spokane Sunday morning to help raise money in the battle against cancer.
It was all part of the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. The group ran through downtown through Browns Edition before meeting up at the I&B Performing Arts Center. The event raised money for breast cancer research.
It brings tears to your eyes and has you think back with all the people that you've known in your life that have survived cancer or passed from cancer. But it's a heartwarming walk, and more people should do it.
This is the 5th year Spokane has hosted the event, and great to see all the survivors out there in their pink shirts and lifting the balloons into the air. It was a great event. The early deadline for Bloomsday, another marathon, has passed, but you still have time to register. The fee is now $30 if you register online between now and April 25th. The 7.5-mile race is now less than 2 weeks away. The easiest way to sign up is on the Bloomsday website. You can find their page on news links on KXLY.com. European airlines are hoping to get about half of their scheduled flights up in the air today. Weather
forecasters say a new ash plume from an erupting volcano in Iceland is lower. And instead of challenging the government in court, Toyota will agree to pay a record fine for covering up its sticky pedal problems.
The company will pay $16.4 million, a maximum civil penalty allowed. Government rules require automakers to report defects within 5 days. Toyota is accused of knowing about their problem in September of 2009, but not notifying anyone until January of this year.
Toyota once was considered an invincible brand, and clearly they've taken a fall here. And so I think a lot of other automakers are going to pay a lot more attention to any issues that come up.
To date, Toyota has recalled more than 6 million vehicles because of accelerator and floor mat problems. At least 5 deaths and 17 injuries are being blamed on the problem. Federal officials say they would have levied a fine of nearly $14 billion had they been allowed to do so. Chinese President Hu Jintao is now surveying the damage of last week's powerful earthquake. Food, shelter, and clothing is beginning to arrive from all over the globe. Wednesday's quake killed 1,700 people, and now thousands are homeless. Rescue teams are continuing to dig through the rubble and say more than 250 people are still missing. It's 6:07. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest. The sound of lawnmowers echoed from every corner of the inland Northwest. The warm weather had people out working in their yards. What about you?
No, I was lazy. The grass is getting taller, but a lot of people were out there. I've been so procrastinating. Anyhow, KXLY4's Eric Loney is live this morning with our gardening expert, Phyllis Stevens, to talk about getting your yard ready for summer and spring. Hey, Eric.
All great questions. Thank you, Eric. And I don't have a yard to take care of, but I do have little gardens. Maybe I can ask her a question about how to get my strawberries to sprout. They haven't sprouted yet.
Because you do have a green thumb.
I do.
And I do not. How about you, Mark? Do you have a green thumb? I know you work in your yard a lot, right?